recording? Great. They're good, sir. It's okay. Hi guys. Hello. How's it going? Good boy. So I do YouTube as my thing. Like my job is actually doing YouTube videos. So everyone at home is ecstatic that I get to meet you guys. Oh, they're freaking out. So thanks. The hi to everyone at home who gets to meet. The first thing I was asked, but because you guys have worked together on like Marvel stuff and everything, you guys seem to have like great chemistry together, and you seem like actually like legitimately good friends. And I think it shows on camera a lot, and especially for this kind of movie because it's just so fun to watch you guys interact with each other. So has that helped you guys like when it comes to the acting side of it? So goes. Yeah, definitely. We had write script to work on and to sort of utilize and find that chemistry, but at the end of the day, most of it comes from the relationship you have with the person opposite you, and then you obviously trust one another and try different things and improvise and for each other back, and then also it's just a show of hand to decide that's awesome or and something good that's very what I am saying. It's just all of that. So you guys have to get to do watch improv stuff when you're on set. Like we're not really lucky because Carrie, every scene we do the scene as written, as scripted, and then he'd do it your way at the end, so we always have a chance to improv. And usually it was just off the cuff, but occasionally we would sort of like bounce an idea back and forth to know sort of the world in which we wanted. Do you guys have a favorite moment during the movie? Any memorable scenes or any Dave on set that were really fun? There's a scene where we're sitting in the office in the hot tea's office, but we're last year none of us could give it together. One of my favorite scenes of the movie. I love that. And don't tell to give away the anyway, but we're having fun that one. Also, I liked this scene is not in a movie, I don't think, but we were in Ischia in Italy, and it's supposed to be a really quick moment where Chris is supposed to pay this fish like he'd eat. He says again this like jar to put Connie in from this fish lady, and the woman there was they just got like an Italian woman that sells fish, that little that was like a fish and put off. So we like rock up to her little stand, and she and I was supposed to have what coke and exchanges with her, and she would just like talk to us in Italian. She really liked Chris. She would get really good at words on the mice, and it wouldn't let go of my nose, and really. And certainly those is speaking in Italian, so we'd each to play the scene, and his hand would be with her. When the sound people were trying to get her to stop speaking, and she was so oh my gosh, she was but she was so cute. But it was so fun. We were having just the dreamiest time. We'd be eating pasta and have a glass of wine at lunch and a slice of it. It's like these are yeah, because in the movie you guys go to lots of different places. So did you guys actually get to go out on location for a lot of this? They really went to Marrakesh. Is there this area never seen that 500 places someone to we will and here in London it was good. Now it was also the appeal of doing the movie was it was getting a different feel, different look, and also would get to go in sort of a working holiday top deal and have someone else pay for it, which is always that's always nice, like Cindy. Oh wow, I told you, good chemistry. So because this is like there's such a franchise for these movies, and I'm such a fan of the older ones as well, and it was cool just to see a new one come out. But what do you guys think that this movie does differently to the older ones, and what's to do better? Oh, I wouldn't say better, I'd just say different. I think, Sir Chris hit on this. It's just really and truly international in scope. You've only ever seen MIB inside of a very small island that is New York City. So yeah, just to see it be that expansive. I think F. Gary Gray brings a sort of epic sort of action sensibility to it. Yeah, different chemistry too with the just having different actors in the film, that immediately informs a different direction and tone. And our attempt obviously was to remake that and try and, that they would die as like, am I was supposed to that West Patna Challenge of his play one. You're the blue genie, and there's always been romance inside of the organization and the narratives, but there's never been a woman at the forefront. And I think that's better. But then that's good. So it kind of go back because I remember watching like Home and Away years ago, and that was the first time I ever saw anything, and it was just like seeing you like my entire life as I was growing up, and I used to religiously watch that. Like I bet I have to actually be in the same room and everything that, but if you could go back during those scenes, because now you get to be like huge leads in huge movies. If you could go back and like say anything to yourselves when you're acting at a younger age, I'd tell myself to relax, I'd tell myself to enjoy it, because I found so much of my time early on was about trying to be what I thought I had to be, and to move and act and sound, and I was never quite true to myself, I think, in a way, especially, like, I was just full of anxiety, about am I being working, and it's just sad what, and I enjoyed it at times, but I feel like I had a whole lot of fear, and a lot to just give the young kid a cuddle and say, I better buy the reaction of your art, it's the same over at Mission. I bet I've that, and I'm gonna run out of me. You're gonna get the something out. I'm cuddle proudly every. Never try. We'll have one after. The kill heroes. I never wrong, yes, please. And I need more of that. I was so, and we all do. Everyone needs to cuddle more. Yeah. That's why I like asking that kind of question, or if the other. The people at home who like watch my stuff and everything, they're always talking about the roads going to school or they're going to someone that those so hard for them, but they're always like they look up to people like you like that, and real things they all do that like you will still you could be all asked the same questions on it at any point or level, whatever you want to call it, and still the same amount of fear and doubt and that bit it can be suffocating and debilitating at a certain age. As often in your teen years, but the older you get, you kind of go, it's all sort of part of it, and to me that fear or doubt or whatever is, it also, other than it is a motivator now, something that this is tricky as others mean. So what next week come to precinct, big back up to Tessa show. But if you could make an entire just YouTube channel out of this, make videos where you give advice to people. We should. Be great. So what's next for you next? What's your next goal, though, aspiration? We don't know. I'm currently working in the 3rd season of Westworld. Oh yes, which is really fantastic. And then I'm gonna make this movie actually with an Irish person named Riz Nada. We're gonna make a film called Passing. Oh, I love that. And then Rose, one you talked to me about, which Rose gonna get off in the pot. She did. I did. Where's the dove? You keep third, they got three. To be honest, that's true. I'm not close full of gentlemen. Or for been a tainted, even any same actor, like a recast. I know. How dear. I have just been working a lot and got those three little maniacs at home. And my wife, but he can have them. But yeah, not yet, or like, I'm like, you sure? Wait, you're adopted. Wow. Are they sort of filming me? I'm not saying new appearance, I appearance. That's why you will adopt you, yes. Why? I adopt, I'm gonna adopt. Oh my god, your sister wrapped this interview up and I laughed. This is great. I love the coffee. Sorry, last question just to wrap it up. If you were to sell people on the movie to go watch it, what would be your pitch for the people at home on YouTube? I'd say this films out. This are the reasons I got the movies, the reason I wanted to become an actor. The fantasy, the fun, the adventure, and the body is all of that. And, you have a cracking time. Yeah, epic. That's it. I can great. In any case, you keep when you're hoping.